Yo, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another installment of the Cop and Drop series. Today we're going to be discussing if My Heroes 1 Justice 2 is worth the $60 price tag or if this game should be dropped. All that and more coming up next right after the intro. So unlike my last video, things are going to be a little bit different. If you haven't seen my review on One Punch Man and you're interested in getting the game, you should definitely check that out. So for My Heroes 1 Justice 2, I'll be basing my opinion on the previous game and what this game has to offer. My Heroes 1 Justice 2 has a total of 40 characters versus the previous game's 23. This includes the DLC characters. Solely going off the numbers, you're already getting more content for your money compared to the last game. Extra points awarded if you haven't picked up the first My Hero game. You're already coming into this game with a bigger roster, and there's also been confirmed DLC at the start of launch. Lastly, if you purchased the previous version of the game, it's noted by the developers that all the characters, the styles, and the movesets have been updated. Based on the trailers, My Heroes 1 Justice 2 will be similar in the sense that it takes place right where the first game left off, after the All For One versus One For All fight, and from there the story will continue all the way up to Deku versus Overhaul, with the possibility of the next season being introduced. In my opinion, this doesn't hurt the game. Provided that you like the characters, the fights, and the storyline itself, you should have no problem with this. Extra points again if you haven't watched the season that this game takes place in, it should be pretty entertaining for you. But on the other hand, what does hurt the story is the lack of cutscenes and the overall aesthetics of the solo gameplay, just like in the first game. The visual and combat settings in this game looks the same as My Heroes 1 Justice. You could argue the fact that the graphics have been upgraded a bit just to keep up with the times. As far as the controls, they work pretty much the same with a couple new added features, just to make the game feel unique compared to the previous one. As I said in my One Punch Man review, it's pretty cut and dry on the mechanics. It's nothing groundbreaking that causes this game to need an actual sequel. So before I do my overall review of this game, one more thing that stood out to me was the location and the settings. So just like in Jump Force, they added stage transitions in the middle of the fight, which really doesn't do anything, it's purely for cosmetic use. And lastly, I want to add that the last game had about 15 stages, this game has 20, but literally some of them are just day and night. No, like I'm serious, it's literally a day stage and a night stage for some of these places. Alright, so now let's get into the overall review of this game. So in closing, we can agree that the first game has set this game up to be a successor. But to say that this one is worth a $60 price tag is a bit of a stretch, so I'm gonna have to go a drop for this game. If you haven't purchased the first game and you're interested in the second one, by all means this is a cop for you, especially if you're a huge My Hero fan. But if you played the first one and you're on the fence about getting this game, I'd say drop it. At the very least, you can wait a few months for new patches and new DLCs to come out before getting this one. Let me know in the comment section down below if you plan on getting this game, or do you plan on dropping it, or do you plan on waiting to see if anything else come out new with it, that way you can get a sweet bang for your buck. As always, if you like the content, make sure you leave a like, hit that sub button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.